Hi guys, Tony and Sarah Zalecki here, and we are going to talk to you guys today about how to get a grip on social media. And I think too, guys, it's really helping you stop reevaluating your business, right? And so we're going to share some of the things that we've actually gone through, but we see it happening all the time, and we hear people, they might not actually like say that out of their mouth, but that is exactly what's happening. And so let's jam. Let's talk about some good stuff with these guys.
Yeah, I think so many of us, we actually, we look at the likes and the views and the shares, and most of us, because we were on this path for a long time, we get bummed out and we get frustrated and we're like, man, is it working? Are we reaching people? Is our message getting out there? Is anybody listening? Am I giving value? Are people taking what I'm telling them and taking it to the marketplace? And we have this, in this judgment, so to speak, we lose reality. And so many of us say, well, Tony, I only had 20 people on my live, or I only had 50 people on my live, or I only had 100 views. And if you think about that, our society has become so warped today with how we should have thousands of views and thousands of shares. And you have to think about this. What's up, Eric? Is that those people on your lives, those people watching your stuff, those people viewing your stuff, they have jobs, they have families, they have struggles, they have up and downs. They're going through stuff right now. And you should be so lucky, and you should thank your stars that you're connecting with 20 people, 50 people, 100 people, because your voice matters and they need to hear your message. There's people today that haven't done a live or maybe haven't put out, content or posted stuff because you're like, well, no one's watching it. No one's really viewing it. The numbers are so low. But someone needed to hear your stuff today. Someone needed to read your content. Someone needed your message today, and you didn't put it out there because you didn't think no one's going to view it.
Right. And it's like the whole the whole thought of like reevaluating your business, right? Oh my God, my business stinks because I only got 2 likes on a post. And I'm like, guys, it's not about the likes. It's not about the loves. It's about just getting out there and sharing your message. And I love what Tony talked about because, guys, that's so true. I mean, if we started, not looking at the likes and loves as a number, right? As a number of how many, and we actually looked at those numbers as a person, right? How different would it be when we go to post? How different would it be when we go to do a video? How different would it be when we go to share and repost, etc., right? How different would our perspective be? And it would be a lot. And, the day that Tony and I just kind of said, you know what? If only 5 people view this video, well, you know what? It's the 5 people that needed to view it, right? And I say, thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for actually taking a minute out of your day to actually be on the live, right? Versus, oh my God, this totally stinks. There's only 5 people that viewed my video. I suck. I can't do this business. Wham, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, what if we actually had that other perspective? Right? And so I want to encourage you guys to go, you know what? There was 5 people that were on my post. That is awesome. Right? What if you did that today? I want to encourage you to do that. I want to encourage you, if you haven't done a live, get on the camera and do a dang live again, and know that that mom is watching, that dad is watching, that teacher is watching, that sister is watching, that person is watching, right? And so, okay, what's Eric saying? So let me give 5 free tickets. Who's on the slot? Oh, wow. Okay. Guys, make sure you go in the comments after this live and do what Eric Worre just posted. So, but guys, the thing is, I think that is so important, right? And I want to encourage you guys, so many people are frozen or paralyzed or not doing what we know we need to be doing every day. If quote unquote, we're building a business on social media, we're not out there because we're like, well, no one's signing up on my business, right? Yeah. Or I'm not getting a customer. And if we took those words out of our mouth and we weren't focused on that, and we were just focused on, you know what? This message might fall on somebody today that really needs it, right? I think that's so important to look at it that way.
And here's another thing. You don't need to be great to begin, but you need to begin to become great.
Totally.
So here's the deal. When you're talking about whatever you're talking about, don't be afraid to talk about some of your stuff and put it out there, what you're going through, what you're struggling with. Be vulnerable, like dig deep down inside and talk about that stuff. We're so afraid of what people are going to think, and they're going to judge us, and they're going to talk about us, and they're going to, say things about us, and they're going to, make up these stories. Who cares? Like, you've got to talk about your stuff, because, for so long I couldn't talk about, sobriety and all the craziness that I was going through, and the ups and downs, and the struggle with alcohol and drugs, and the struggle with, getting over that hump. It was so twisted down inside me. And I'm like, I just can't share it. I feel embarrassed. I feel stupid. I feel like, man, people are going to laugh at me. People are going to think less of me. People are going to, whisper and say, man, what a loser Tony is, right? And I had all this stuff in my head, and you know what? None of that stuff was true. I made it all up.
But I do want to say, though, so we were at an event when it was a couple weeks ago, and one of the speakers actually shared something that I want to share with you guys that's really important. They said, even though it's very important for us to, everyone throws around the word like authentic and vulnerable and all that, right? Those are super important. But they said that when you are doing a post, when you are doing a video, make sure that you are sharing scars, not wounds. Do you guys hear that? Make sure that you're sharing scars, not wounds, okay? Meaning like, you don't want to share exactly what's happening right now, because sometimes it's too deep and too dark and too much for people, right? You can maybe share something that, like, the reason that Tony talks about his sobriety is he's like, hey, I've been clean and sober 9 years, right? And so he's sharing, hey, this is the drama. This is what happened. This is how I took ownership. This is how I, manned up and worked through it. And this is what happened at the end.
Yeah.
Right? And so I want to encourage you guys that, yes, it's important to, to be vulnerable and to be authentic when you're sharing your posts. But a lot of times what happens, if you're deep in the thick of it, sometimes it's too dark. And also sometimes it's, if you're not doing a post that offers a solution, like sometimes people just do like, well, I'll just do this post because it's real. But all it is, guys, is it's just a drama post. And there's no solution on the back end, right? We want to be people that give people solutions, light at the end of the tunnel. This is how I came through on that end, right? So I want to encourage you guys, make sure that when you are doing those posts, are doing those lives, that you are talking about the scars, not the wounds, right? I thought that was so good, because I will tell you, there's probably been some times that I've done a post that I'm like, ooh, I probably shouldn't have done that, because I actually didn't show the solution of how I worked through it and came through on the other end. Okay, so anyways, little side note on that.
And this sounds common sense, but it's not common practice, right? And I'll just tell you this, if you can just go, you know what? I'm showing up every day for my audience, for my new audience, for the people that I'm going to attract, and I'm just putting it out there. And I'm going to be consistent, and I'm not going to care about the views, the likes, the comments, the shares, but I'm going to do it every day, because you know what? That one person that I'm touching, that one person that they needed to hear what I had to say today, I made impact in their life. I gave them solutions. I gave them hope. I gave them a new direction. I gave them what they needed today, and they're a better person today because I did this live and I shared from the bottom of my heart, and I wasn't being selfish, and I wasn't being like, oh my gosh, there's not all these people on it. I just did it because that's what I'm supposed to do.
Exactly. We love you guys. Hope you guys got some great value out of this. And Eric, thank you so much. Super generous. We're excited to go back through all these comments. And have a great one, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.